turn 24. It's been a few days since I last played this game because Gabba had a crash, so we had to wait for the judges. Quite a good turn. Several battles with my different armies. So first I absorbed Urk, and now I'm Hasty Plundering it because I just finished Hasty Plunder this turn, which will bring me, if I manage to do it, 240 gold, 120 mana. The idea is that Gab saw this city with his cherub before I killed it, so he's probably going to take it very soon, so better to destroy it before he can take it, because anyway I cannot really defend it. And because I have the city, so the cost of the dwelling decreased. Oh, because I'm Hasty Plundering it, it doesn't count anymore, it seems, in terms of distance to my closest city. So let's remove the Hasty Plunder and see the cost. I think it was 390 gold for an income. So you will see that I'm plundering it because of the smoke. I guess. Income of about 10 gold, more than 10 mana, yeah, 390. Oh, it actually decreased. Oh yeah, because before I was not evil, so I could reach 400 relationship, and then I would have had more income. And 5 knowledge. Before it was a bit more, so it's definitely not worth it. So yeah, I'm Hasty Plundering and not paying for the vassal. I should have just plundered the city from the beginning. I think it was 4 turns and I would have had the gold now. But at least it's a kind of bait for Gab to go take it. The issue is he's probably going to manage to take it before I plunder it. So I moved my troops there to check, and I was not able to see him. Kind of the same here. I moved up to here, didn't see any troops. Moved there, didn't see any troops, so I'm not sure where he is. Then here, so I've got the Apprentice coming toward the rest of my army. I did 2 fights here at the Ancient Ruins, and then where I used the shield I have that gives mind control immunity for the hero, and then the inn. I tried as usual to take as much damage as possible on my hero who has regrowth. And now I'm seeing this pile of gold, crystal tree, a node, so all interesting stuff to replenish my mana. And so I'm moving there. I guess I'm just going to regroup because that's better for my gold to wait and stay with the Ice Queen. Can explore a little bit. Oh, and a trading post, very good. Ah, shit. I'm stupid. I had stayed on the inn to check what's on sale on the inn. I think it was a knight and some tier 1 units. So I've got some lost souls moving just behind me. So I'm going to check this with the boar. I guess I don't need to take gold now. I should be able to take it next turn. So I can save my movement to go there. A ziggurat, that's great. That's really good. It means I can get some nice items. Oh, and a road here. Weird. Where does it go? I don't know. We'll see. So some good news here. Maybe there is a cave entrance in this area, which would allow me to go to the surface and attack Gab, which might be interesting. I don't really know where Gab is right now, because these ancient ruins are not cleared. The warband, the campfire is not, sorry, the brigand hideout is not cleared. The gold mine here is not cleared, sorry. The gold mine there is not cleared, the stuff there not cleared. Magma forge not cleared. The forbidden sanctum not cleared. And underground, the brigand hideout also here is not cleared. So I really don't know where he is. And I cannot really commit many units to check, even though now I have a big upkeep, so I could try to suicide some units to check where Gab is. Not the Wisp, but and not the Marauder because he's concealed, but some other units. Okay, so I will need to think what I do with this Wisp. Let me pause the recording. And just after pausing it, I just realized again I forgot to show the defenders of this dungeon. That's why I had kept it the Wisp here. So it was a Manticore, Firstling Manticore, Firstling Warbreed, Mammoths, a Yeti, Monster Hunter, Firstling, and another Firstling unit I forgot. Okay, so I moved a bit here and I just found a cadaver who has 4x vision range because of night vision. I'm not going to attack it because 1, that would give away my location, 2, I might die due to Vengeful Frost. I might also waste some casting points and mana, and yeah, I'm not even sure to win it, so I'm just going to retreat, try to get out of his vision range. And so I guess because there is this path of land here, so Gab might just go there. He probably saw the dungeon, so he might try to go for the dungeon. I'm staying on water to avoid being killed by the scoundrels in this area. Okay, then next battle, the inn. I got an Ice Caver, so you might think it's useless 5 upkeep. Might be right, but at the same time it has Throw Ice Ball, which can be quite annoying. At least in manual battles versus the AI it can be good, and I think even in auto battles could be interesting. Also the Firstling have Fast Embark, so it can be interesting unit strategically. We'll see. I didn't manage to level up the Theocrat, but actually I didn't try really hard to get to level 11 in Divine Justicar. Then I did the fight here at the inn. I didn't try to check the units in this area with my Fae to kill the probable scouts from Gab, because I needed all my movement points to do the dungeon and then kill the giants. So yeah, then I met the giant dwelling. I did the dungeon fight, so I recruited a shock trooper here. There was 3 other units that could be recruited, so all tier 1. Let me check which units that were. It was Prospector, Untouchable, and Halberdier. So the Prospector or Untouchable could be interesting to mine this, for instance, and scout, but I'm quite low on gold, and yeah, so I didn't take them. Gab might take them obviously, but that's not going to help him much. Then I did the dungeon. So I was lucky to have a relatively weak defender set with 3 assassins, 2 wyverns, and 1 succubus. Again, I've got 6 units, 4 T3 and 3 T2 actually. And the Fae was my. I knew also I could heal during the next fights because I could see the giants had gotten out of the dwelling, so they were split in 2 stacks. So I knew I could do 2 more fights and heal again the Fae. So the idea was to split them as usual and use 1 unit with phase to split them. So the Ice Queen, that was, I guess, not too bad a plan. Could also have used the Ice Queen. Actually, I might have done something a bit better. Didn't really need the phase actually. So I could have used the Ice Queen with the rest of my army to freeze them, both with the normal attack and with the Dome of Frost, and used the Draconian Raptor as a bait. Anyway, so then I wanted obviously to engage them as fast as possible, to stop taking hits for nothing. But so I moved the Firstborn at range of the assassin and the wyvern, but they didn't attack. So then I used the firebomb of the Apprentice to engage, and protected the Apprentice with my 3 units. And the Ice Queen was at closest distance from the Tigran and Human Assassin. Then we've got another Tigran Assassin, a Draconian Succubus with 80% fire protection, and the 2 wyverns. So the Succubus is going to throw curse all the time and try to get a shot at Seduce, so you need to take that into account. The Firstborn has mind control immunity, so he can be at range of the Succubus, whereas the Shock Trooper is an orc, so low resistance, so he needs to stay away. So I took Assassin Strike on the Raptor, and then the Wyvern here didn't attack, so it was still guarding. So then my Fae just destroy completely the assassin, because and that was the plan because of the low resistance. So big elemental damage on the Tigran, and I killed the Wyvern with the Firstborn, who has Dragon Slayer, I think, Dragon and Giant Slayer. Then I just run away with the Ice Queen, guard to prevent Toadtool from taking a flanking attack. Even if you can be healed, still you should avoid taking useless damage. Then I'm 5 versus 1 on one side. Finish it. Try to get the Succubus to attack me on the Firstborn, but she still didn't attack. She preferred to throw curse. So then I just position the Fae to take some damage, and then the Firstborn to be attacked by the Succubus. But again, she refused to attack the Firstborn, instead moving just next to it, which was a bit weird. So after that I retreated with all the units, let the Succubus take an attack of opportunity, and I can deal with the 2 assassins pretty easily, dealing a lot of damage on the Tigran and actually also on the human with my ranged. So yeah, was quite lucky to have such a weak defender set. So I got another Ice Queen as a reward, and Unicorn Rider, and 180 gold. So I accepted. Then I killed 2 Fire Giants and 1 Ogre. And then, so I declared war on them, got minus 50 alignment, which brought me to minus 200, so slightly evil. So plus 100 Empire happiness, but deteriorated relationship with independent cities, as we saw. And then I finished the dwelling with the units that could reach it. The Unicorn Rider had 9 movement points from the dungeon, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he was back. So I took the dwelling. I actually don't really know what to do with it. Options are Hasty Plunder or release as vassal, which is probably a better idea because it could be easy to defend if I can just put 1 unit there and they stay all inside. But actually, if I, oh yeah, that's quite shitty to defend. If there are not just 1 stack, which is likely, then I would have to stay there, and then would be, if he attacks there, then only the 2 stacks gets involved. So I think about it again, but I guess the Hasty Plunder is not that good. It's not that much. Yeah. So then next I can take this shrine, which would be good to heal my units and keep moving. I could try to go cross there, go for the dungeon, but Gab is probably going to be close by, so not a very good idea. So this turn I didn't get a lot of gold income because I cleared 3 inns and just 1 dungeon and 1 ancient ruins. So not a lot of gold. Giving sites should be better in the future turns. So in terms of research, I don't really know what to take actually. Maybe sorcery. Quite a safe bet, and otherwise Harmonizing Energy to then unlock Arcane Binding, or summon Fantastic Creature to get then not Serpent. Again, I guess I am going to think at the end of the turn. You'll see the result on the video of next turn. Yeah, then I've got this guy. So I explored most of the surface in this area. I've got only this small patch, which I don't know, and then need to go back east. And I found an interesting without tower ruins. So when I got to the surface, I guess I'm going to move directly at this, clear the Sphinx, go for the without tower ruins. Yeah, we'll see. Depends if I can spot Gab. The issue is this guy. Oh no, it's solved actually, because before I was at minus 100, and so if I moved there, I was getting minus 300 because of hated terrain, and then I would get to very low, and I had a small chance of desertion. But now that I've got negative alignments, it's solved. So I was going to say I need to stay on the water, but actually I can enter the Bahrain, the volcanic, and that's probably better because I'm going to explore all this, and then I'm closer. Instead of going there, I'm closer to this area which I want to explore. So let's go. Yeah, so everything is explored now. Yeah, so that's done. Here I'm moving toward the cave entrance with the Marauder and the Apprentice. And yeah. So thanks for watching. See you next turn. I hope I can find where Gab is.